Roblox Rage Games. The worst type of game to ever exist. They're literally designed to torture you by being as annoying as possible. So, what'll happen if I'm forced to play them for 24 hours straight without sleeping? Will I go insane? Or will I become a better player because of it? After making a new account named Rage Monster, I began. Timer starts now. And this game is the most famous of them all. I want to test the game. And already on level 1, things weren't right. Okay, this is already going pretty great, I'd say. But I'm pretty great at obbies and have never been prone to raging, so I managed to beat stage 1 easily. Then stage 2. Then stage 3. I said then stage 3. I said then stage 3. Okay. But with enough practice, eventually... Okay, I made it. Oh my god. Yeah, that took me 30 minutes, and I had gotten a little annoyed. Which is bad news, considering later this challenge becomes one of the most brutal things I've ever done. But for now, I just hit... and I'm already behind schedule. What do I do? You see, before starting the video, I made a list of 24 Roblox Rage games, some more brutal than others. And in order to win this challenge, I have to beat all of them. That's one every hour. Because I've already spent an hour in this game, I'm running behind. I beat him, okay. Jesus. And after using a few glitches to my advantage, I managed to beat the final boss. You made it to the end of the beta test. Yes. With no time to waste, I moved on to game 2, Impossible Troll Obby. Normally, I wouldn't be worried because, like I said, I'm good at obbies. Normally. Unfortunately, that last hour taught me that for Rage games, skill doesn't actually matter. Knowledge does. No matter how good I think I am, I might still fail. And this obby says it's impossible. This could be brutal. Are these jump on top? Okay, I get the troll here. I understand the oh, that wasn't even much of a troll. It was just like a little scare. Oh wow, we're getting epically trolled by this reverse conveyor. Yeah, okay, turns out this game is stupidly easy to beat. The only problem is that it consumes time to walk through all of these easy stages. To be honest, this whole game is weird. They didn't even spell respawn right. It's Repson. It's Repson. Anyways, it took me about 30 minutes to beat the obby. We did it, we beat it. And just like that, I was back on track. Next up is Abyss World. Trying to save time, I join as quickly as I can. And off the bat, this game is stunning. It's beautiful, which may help me cope with the fact it's one of the hardest games I'll be playing. Yeah. Concept is simple. You try to descend a massive pit without dying of fall damage. The only problem is... oh, I f***ed up. I'm dead. After you press the jump button in this game, you can no longer control yourself. You can't readjust midair. You just have to pray that you aimed correctly and jumped with just the right amount of force, or else you fall and brutally die. And shockingly, this isn't nearly as bad as the hardest game I play in this video. Still... oh. That jump is hard. But at the very least, I'm not alone. Yeah, you may have noticed by now that in this footage, someone has been jumping with me. Raging Big Guy, aka Macho Taco. He's the best Roblox player I know, so I invited him to stay up 24 hours with me to act as my coach. Shockingly, he agreed. Now all we have to do is beat this game in less than an hour. Uh-oh. This game is taking me a lot longer than expected for a number of reasons. No! I'm dead. Why you fall through that branch? And on top of that, I'm starting to get a headache, man, because I've been furrowing my brow too much at these Rage games. Yeah, despite the fact I'm not upset or annoyed at this game yet, I'm still tense. These games are stressful. Because of that, I've subconsciously been furrowing my brow for a while, which has caused a very small throbbing in my forehead. It's not bad right now, but later this challenge may actually affect my physical health worse than I anticipated. But at least I have Macho helping me out. I'm right here, bro. You see me? You can totally come res me. This is so doable. Yes, thank you, coach. Yes! Sadly, he could only pick me up on solid ground. So if I died, say, above the void, I'm dead. I glitched on the side of the platform, bro. I'd just have to start over. All right, it's okay. I'm not tweaking. Mom said no tweaking, so it's okay. I was determined not to rage, which I figured would be easy because I'm not typically the type to. I'm just not a rage monster. What can I even say? But sensing myself getting a little annoyed, I decided now would be a good time to go eat dinner. Unfortunately, the timer is is still actively ticking down while I eat or step away from the computer. So it was less of a relaxing dinner and more of a how fast can I shovel this food into my mouth and go back to my computer dinner, which I managed to do very quickly, by the way. But despite that, it became... I have good news and bad news. Good news, I made it to the final stage in Abyss World. Bad news, it's really difficult. And I'm starting to get a little annoyed. Oh my god! Oh, I'm raging! Rage monster! I keep dying on the same exact jump, which is making me wonder if I'm doing that jump correctly or not. But really, I'm only a little annoyed. I just played up my rage there because I wanted to make Macho laugh. It's scary imagining that if I fail too much or go too slowly, then this whole video will be for absolutely nothing. Everything I've been through will just be wasted time. But I'm still keeping a cool head about it. And even though it's taking a while, with enough practice, I win! I did it! Alright, Macho, we gotta go to the next game, bro. Quick, we're behind schedule, bro. That took me 3 hours, and I'm behind schedule again. But if I play fast, then I can still catch up. So let's go straight to Obby, but you get trolled. And to say this game was brutal would be an understatement. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life. Wow, that was a crazy troll, Macho. That was a crazy troll we just experienced. It's not what you think it is. Trust me, it is. Yes, truly impossible. And while I beat this insanely difficult game, subscribe. But you are only allowed to subscribe if you are actually enjoying this video. I mean it. Anyways, it only took 20 minutes to beat this one. So I'm confused. There's no lucky block. Yeah, that game was basically for babies. But that easiness would be short-lived because next up was Stairs of Rage. All you do is climb the correctly colored stairs until you reach the top. Seems easy, right? Well, remember what I'm about to say. It will be important later. During many points in this challenge, there will be games that seem easy, but the players of the game make it a living nightmare. For example, I'm getting killed by people with I'm getting killed by this stupid bacon hair with a stupid sword. He's so fast. I hate this guy. I'm actually gonna become a rage monster because of this. Yes, this little living nightmare of a noob was preventing me from getting even 10% of the way there. Because apparently, you can spend Robux in this game to torture people. You can buy yourself gears for the sole purpose of making people hate you. Like this guy. No, he killed me. I hate the Stairs of Rage. But with enough skill and persistence, I finally managed to slip past him. Oh. He fell! And as I approached the very top, I'm getting lasered! There's a guy at the top with a laser and he shoots you off! This is shockingly one of the most rage-inducing games I've played this video. But after 5 more minutes of attempts, I was approaching the top again. Unfortunately though, the sword kid was chasing behind me and he had almost caught up. At least until he fell off the platform back to the bottom. Yes! Now I just have to get past the laser kid and I'll win! Laser kid is going to kill me. Laser kid's going to kill me. I made it! I won! I did it! I got it! Thankfully, I also had my friend Temperist in the call, so after I won, he bought game passes to torture those noobs until both of them left. Rest assured, they got what they deserve. And honestly, I've had Temp in the call for a while now. Having some more company is great. Instead of getting mad, I've just been having fun. That mindset makes it way easier to play these games. So Macho and I absolutely crushed the next one. Chained 2-player obby. Yeah, this otherwise very difficult game only took us 30 minutes to beat. We won! We did the chain together, obby! Yeah! And for the first time in hours, we're back on pace. But there's some really bad news. The next game Macho and I are about to play has recently become legendary for how rage-inducing it is. You may have heard of it. It's a little series of games called You Don't Want to See Me Rage, aka the games that birthed this TikTok. But that one's actually game 3 in the series, so before we get there, we have to finish game 1. Nice, Tim. You got us both killed, you fuck. And that clip is basically my mood for this entire game. This is a multi-stage obby, if you can even call it that, where every stage is designed to be as unfair as possible and block your screen as much as possible and jump scare you as much as possible. It's basically fun after fun after fun. And what makes it even better is that these stages are so unfair, the devs literally added an ability to turn off the obstacles for them. But according to the one rule I have for this challenge, I am not allowed allowed to skip stages or use Robux to gain an advantage, because they wouldn't really be rage games if I just cheesed them, would they? Oh, and by the way, later in this challenge, I end up really regretting this rule. Regardless, after only 10 minutes of effort, I got to the last stage. I still have all 4 wheels and my car works somehow. I did it, bro. I did it, bro. And after that, it only took me 10 more minutes to beat the second game. I'm making fast progress. But unfortunately for me, I had reached the legendary third and final game in the series. You don't want to see me infuriated. Home of the stupid apple. This was by far the hardest, longest game. And if I wanted to finish all 3 of these within the hour, I'd have to beat this one in 40 minutes. Start the timer. Stage 1 was easy. I just had to cross this shaky bridge. Easy. Stage 2 was also quick. I just had to chat the name of the characters on screen. Stage 3 was a pretty easy parkour around this spire, and stage 4 is one of the worst. In order to beat it, you need to make it up this hill while dodging falling fruit. The only problem being, whenever a fruit touches you, an image of that fruit completely 100% blocks your view. Time for the fruit stage, bro. Oh my god, why is it Golden Freddy? Banana fudge! Yeah, this is the stage that made that TikTok kid cry. Stupid apple! Oh, stop. Just looking at the light on my face, you can see what I'm going through. But with a stroke of blind luck... Oh my god, it's happening. I'm so close to the top. Yes, I did it! Stage 5 was pretty easy. I just had to complete this simple parkour while constantly quitting out of a pop-up ad. However, stage 6 was not easy. It requires you to spin this wheel until you land on the key, which doesn't seem too bad until you do it and realize it can take up to 10 minutes on its own. However, continuing my streak of good luck, it only took me 2. On stage 7, one of these doors is safe and the others will kill you. After some trial and error, I made it through the first 2, but then turned back and saw Tempest still stuck on the key stage. Poor guy. Let me give him a wave. But while I was distracted with that, Macho actually made it through the final door. But which door did he choose? If only there was some way I could clip what just happened. Oh wait, there it is. Thanks to Metal.tv, I clipped the last 30 seconds of what just occurred and now get to go back and check. Right there, he went through the door. I can officially move on to stage 8, where you have to drive a car carefully across a loaded minefield. Any slight wrong movement could explode you. So I see no better time to explain that this video is sponsored by Metal.tv, my favorite app for clipping whatever gameplay moments you want. Oh no, that was really close. Back on track. Tempest finally got to that last door choosing stage, so I can easily trim the clip I got earlier containing the answer and share it with him by sending the link. Boom, stage 8 done. Time for stage 9, where you just have to move forward whenever it's safe and stay in these cuppy holes whenever it isn't, which may seem easy, but actually isn't, leading to clutch moments like this. Oh, that was a crazy jump, which obviously I clipped with Metal. Yeah, honestly, I've been using the app for more than 2 years myself. So when they offered to be my first ever sponsor, I mean, I had to say yes. If you have any experience with gaming, you know how cool it is that Metal.tv would actually sponsor me. Anyways, time to move on to stage 10, which is just a bunch of floating landmines that slowly move. And somehow I need to find a clear way to walk through. I need to find the golden thread. Fudge. Though also, Metal added the ability to connect your Roblox account to it, which I did instantly because of a new feature that literally lets you get free UGC doing quests through Metal. Just go to your settings, connections, and click the Roblox icon. This stage is rough, bro. Oh, never mind. Time for stage 11, which is just the fruit stage again, but you have to go on a floating platform during it. I made it! I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that right now. I'm clipping that with Metal. So, if you somehow have not downloaded Metal already, click my referral link in the description or pinned comment to do it. And thanks, Metal, for being my first sponsor ever. Anyways, stage 12 time. Oh, I already beat it. Awesome. Stage 13 is a full Dark Souls boss fight with the stupid pineapple. They genuinely put so much effort into this that I'm shocked. And it's really difficult. Thank God I have Temp and Macho here with me. This boss took 5 whole minutes, which means my timer is running out quick. But it's still doable. Stage 14. You just have to find the safest way to drive through this minefield. It's not super difficult. However, stage 15 is a lot harder. Not only do you have to carefully drive through a minefield again, but while driving through the minefield, you have to solve a stupidly difficult puzzle. Mine was to keep track of the pineapple. Yeah, hopefully you can see why this is difficult. I found the pineapple. I'm good. Now I just need to jump across this incredibly safe and steady bridge. No! It swayed too much, bro. Anyways, 2 minutes later, I finally made it through and got to stage 16. I did it. Yes. But unfortunately for me, I only had 3 minutes left with 2 more stages. Stage 16 was easy. I just had to boat across this water and not hit any bombs. I could do that in under 3 minutes. However, after you beat stage 16, there's a ladder. If you climb this ladder, you will trigger a literal Terraria boss fight that acts as the final stage of the game. This can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes guaranteed. There is no way to make it faster. If I climb this ladder, which I have to do, I won't finish before my timer does. In other words, it was over. It's fine. It's not like I'll be that behind schedule from this anyway. Whoa, no way! Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! I'm actually clipping that. I just did the most massive time save ever. I skipped the whole boss fight, bro. Oh, well, I guess I can also just skip the entire boss fight and literally finish with minutes to spare. That works too. Sadly for me though, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Next up was a secret bonus game in the series called You Don't Want to See My Treasure. And right when I joined, a wave of disorientation hit me. I'm so bad. Dude, I'm starting to like space out. I'm having a really hard time concentrating on this game, bro. My eyes are I'm literally like going like lazy eye. Like my vision, like, you know, whenever you're like not concentrating on seeing something at all and your eyes like get like blurry. That's actually what's happening when I'm trying to play this game, bro. I'm losing brain power right now. Yeah, apparently playing rage games, aka one of the most mentally demanding genres of games for 8 hours straight, is beginning to drain my brain a bit. I'm making some dumb mistakes and it's getting difficult to concentrate, but at least I'm still on call with my friends, so I'm not raging too hard. Can't wait for when it gets late, because then I'll be even more drained and my friends will all be gone. Yay! Also, it doesn't help that this is by far the most visually annoying of the 4 games. Most of the footage here will be unusable because it looks like this. Oh my god, this is gonna make a horrible video. This part of the video is gonna be miserable, bro. Regardless, I pulled myself together and managed to win this game in only 15 minutes. Partially thanks to this epic skip I discovered. Thank me later. Wasting no time, Macho and I joined the next game quickly, Rage Runner. Unfortunately for us though, it was getting late, so Temperist and all our other friends in call finally departed. They won't be back for the entire rest of the video. Macho and I are on our own now. Also, this game Rage Runner doesn't technically have an end because it's a round-based game, so I just decided I'd count it as finished once I get 25 victories. Shouldn't be too hard, right? It's not really coming first, it's just win 25 times. Oh, but then, oh no, but I have to wait 6 minutes for each round? Dude, that's bad. That's like 3 hours. Oh no. Yeah, I prepared the games for this video without actually having an idea of how long it would take to complete them, so I may have messed up and made this particular game way too hard for the challenge. But I ain't no wuss. I made my grave, I'll lay in it. I need 25 wins. That's final. So let's start winning. I don't think I could beat it. My first try is going to be a loss. Dude, oh my god, this sucks. This is really hard. I'm like 5 minutes into this game and I don't have a win. That's really good. That's really good. I'm definitely ahead of schedule right now. Definitely. Yeah, for a while, Macho and I just wasted our time in this game, not even winning, until he remembered rule 1 of the challenge. I am not allowed to skip stages or use Robux to gain an advantage. That rule didn't actually include using in-game items to gain an advantage. If we could somehow get something in-game to help us that didn't cost Robux, we could use it. And Macho found just the thing.
Speed coil is cheap.
Oh, dude, is that the strat? To test it, I quickly bought the speed coil from the shop, and it was, in fact, the strat. I can now sprint through stages and beat them considerably faster, meaning I actually reached the end now. Surely this will make the entire process way quicker and easier. It'll be done any minute. Yeah, I messed up. Picking this game and setting my goal to 25 wins was a mistake. And unfortunately for me, that wasn't even the biggest mistake I made planning this video. Most of the time spent in this game is just waiting at the end after I finish. I can win in record time, but I still gotta sit and wait for that timer to slowly tick down and reset the round in order to move on. I'm getting bored. Plus, for some reason, my body is starting to not feel the best. My arm is starting to get a throbbing pain. Is it because because this is my mouse arm and I haven't given it a break all day, perhaps? No, that can't be it. Is it perhaps the intense stress I am under and probably clenching my arm at many moments in this video? No, that can't be it either. There's no possible explanation as to why my arm is hurting right now. I'm joking about it, but my arm actually does hurt. Maybe because I've been clenching so much in all these games. I genuinely have no idea, even now, why this happened. But it was nice not being alone.
My whole body hurts.
Whole body hurts. Thank God he also feels pain, because it's really embarrassing feeling like this from a stupid Roblox game. This is made for kids and it's putting me in physical pain. But what's worse than the physical pain is the mental. This is not fun. Doing the same thing over and over again. I am not having a lot of fun right now, and it's making my brain dumb. It's not so bad though. I mean, like, at the end of the day, I'm still just playing Roblox. It's not like I'm at a full-time job or anything. But also, it's getting late, and I have been playing Roblox for many hours. I need 13 more wins. I'm halfway there. It's been like an hour and a half. I'm gonna be behind schedule. Ow! Ow, I hit my knuckles on my microphone. Ow! I guess there's not much to do besides just push through. If a game is taking a while, I just have to push through. This mindset certainly won't hurt me later. Certainly. Talk to a respect button in the comments.
Hey guys watching this video, could you please give me a talk to a respect button? I'd really appreciate that.
I figured showing you that clip would do a good job of demonstrating how my brain is melting. I'm sorry you had to hear that. Anyways, eventually, after nearly 3 hours, Macho and I got 25 wins and officially conquered Rage Runner. Oh, 25 wins! We won! After we finish the next game, we'll be halfway done with the challenge. So, what is the next game? Getting Over It! The Roblox version. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Bennett Foddy's Getting Over It. The same game that led to reactions like this. Ah! Fun! Fun! I'm having fun! Oh my God! Well, it's been ported over to Roblox, just like every other popular game in existence. It's basically the real thing. Oh, except for the fact it's harder. This stage is gonna make me turn into a rage monster. The Bennett Foddy game is so much easier than this because the hammer doesn't bounce. But in Roblox, the hammer bounces. Yeah, thanks to the Roblox physics engine, the hammer in this game bounces whenever it sits still on a surface. I played the Bennett Foddy game and I beat it like really quickly because it's not as bad as the damn Roblox game, bro. This section in particular was incredibly hard because it just didn't work the way it was supposed to. Thanks to the hammer bouncing, you can barely attach to this ledge. Also, remember when I said earlier that all my friends left me and that them being gone would make me less chill? Last game wasn't really rage-inducing, but this one is. So you can see the full effect of that here. Okay, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye. Oh, back to the beginning, sweet. Oh, goodbye, good, goodbye. Whoa, way back, literally, oh my God. Oh! And back to the beginning. Thankfully, because I'm not too angry or annoyed right now, I managed to pull myself together and beat the game in a solid amount of time. I won! Oh, 36 minutes! That is not bad timing. That is not bad timing at all. 36 minutes for a pretty hard game, to be honest. Like I said, I'm not prone to rage. I wouldn't be shocked if I managed to pull through this entire challenge without a single outburst. I may be getting a bit more annoyed at every game I play, and it may be getting later and later, but I'm just a chill, low-key guy who doesn't GAF. So I think I'll be able to win without too much struggle. Anyways, next up is Ta Troll Lobby. Based on the other troll lobbies we've played, I'm guessing this one will be easy. All right, this one actually does not give us hints. This is the first troll lobby we have done that does not give us hints and is not like ridiculously easy. Yeah, so I guess it isn't actually easy. Luckily, Macho and I have spent hours at troll lobbies during this video, so we've basically trained our whole lives for this moment. At least he has. He's destroying this. Side note, I am very thankful Macho is acting as my coach during this. He is carrying me through some of these stages. I feel like it might not even take that long to beat all 100 of them. We're officially halfway through our time. Fun! In other, less fun news, Macho and I reached stage 100 like we planned, but it wasn't the end of the obby. Wait, 100? We got stage 100 award. But what the how do we win? How do we win this? How many stages are there? Yeah, as it turns out, beating 100 levels had only made me reach the most difficult stages, your final test?
What?
Macho and I didn't realize it at the time, but we were far from finishing because these final levels were insanely difficult, and there were over 30 of them. We managed to beat a couple by ourselves, but quickly got to the point that the stages were near impossible without outside help of some kind. We may genuinely be screwed. While choosing this game, I had no idea that it would get so difficult. I didn't see the insane final stage badges. 0.1% of players have managed to beat this game, and I have to somehow beat it in less than 12 hours? This may be where the challenge ends. A random Roblox troll lobby. This sucks. But while Macho and I were slowly trudging through the stages, something interesting happened. Zuki appeared.
Oh, is Zuki gonna guide us? Thank you, Zuki. Dude, Zuki is the GOAT. Zuki is actually the real GOAT in this situation. Oh my god, Zuki, you are a pro. Thank you, Zuki.
Yeah, this random player named Zuki appeared suddenly and began to guide us like a guardian angel.
Oh my god, we actually have gotten a guardian angel. This is crazy. Right when it looked so dire, we got someone to guide us through, bro.
She seemed to know all the answers and all the secrets for every single stage. She guided us through 23 of them. Why? Genuinely, why is this random player helping noobs like Macho and I to get through? Maybe there's some cool, emotional reason. To be honest, I'm just happy to have a guide though. However, like I said, she only guided us through 23 stages. After she did that, she departed from this world and presumably went back to heaven or something. In other words, she left the game.
Zukia left. Oh, it's over. We're not winning.
This could genuinely take hours without help. These stages are so hard, man. We need a guide to win, and our guide just left. Regardless, Macho and I pushed on and actually managed to beat a few stages by ourselves.
Oh, we actually did a level by ourselves, bro. How? She left, but we did it by ourselves, bro.
Unfortunately, though, we were reaching a wall. These stages were too difficult to figure out on our own. For context, guess how to beat this stage. It looks like an open gap, right? Wrong. The way to beat it is by walking on an invisible path for about 5 studs, then spam jump until you reach the end. But wait, if you just walk to the end, you die. Instead, you need to walk backwards quickly enough that you fall into an invisible teleporter that teleports you to the end. Now, how on earth is a human supposed to figure this out? There's no hints, no visuals, no nothing. Everything is invisible. You just have to guess a million possible answers and hope you get lucky. If Macho and I actually try to figure out all these levels on our own, we're screwed. The challenge will genuinely be lost here, not exaggerating. But it was then I wondered, if this obby is so impossible to figure out and so insanely difficult, how did that little kid Zuki manage to solve everything? What did she do? Is there some kind of guide for this game somewhere? Something we can use to learn all the answers? Maybe a YouTube tutorial. Going to YouTube, I searched up the name of the game, not expecting to see anything. I mean, it's a niche troll obby. It has 50 players. There's no way it'll have a tutorial covering every single stage. I only have one rule for this challenge. I am not allowed to skip stages or use Robux to gain an advantage. Utilizing a walkthrough isn't skipping stages, and it also isn't spending Robux. I'm allowed to do it, and using the walkthrough, I actually managed to progress. Huge shout out to Zenerk. Without him, I genuinely would have lost this challenge. My man is the GOAT for making this tutorial. However, despite having a literal guide, this game still wasn't exactly easy. But with enough time and effort, Macho and I finally completed it.
We won! We did it!
Oh my god, you left instantly?
Oh my god, he was sick of it. He wanted out.
And now I've officially established I can use walkthroughs, a privilege that will come in handy very soon. But for now, it's time to do a throwback, baby. This next game is one I completed many years ago in one of my most popular videos ever. You've probably seen it before. Challenge by Nico Rocks 5555, otherwise known as the guy who made Rooms, the game that inspired the creation of Doors. And honestly, his challenge game seems pretty easy. You just roll this ball to the end of the course and boom, you're done.
Macho, are you drunk?
Oh, sorry, man.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, no!
Uh-oh. This may not be as easy as I thought. First of all, this ball is hard to control. It's very heavy and just keeps pushing past us. Second of all, for some reason, this game has permadeath. If you fall off the map, you don't respawn. You just have to leave and rejoin. Third of all, and most importantly, Macho and I have spent a while in this game. And as we've stayed here, more and more random players have begun to join. This is bad. Because at first, even though other people seem helpful,
Dude, alright, these bros are actually being pretty helpful right now. We have the bros right now helping us out.
very quickly, the problems of having company start to arise.
No, we can make it, we can make it, we're good. No, guys, come on. No, come on, guys, course correct! No!
Yeah, other players make the ball very laggy, but at least the other players that we have are actually on the same page. We're all coordinated and have the same goal. The only problem is this green button at spawn destroys the ball and creates a new one. This wouldn't be a problem, but not every player is on the same page as us.
Oh, we got a new one. Is he gonna press the fucking green button? He better not. He's gonna press it. He's And here is the rage part of this game, I am afraid.
Regardless, after a lot of struggling, I eventually made it to the end.
No, if he presses that button, I'm gonna be so pissed. Oh, okay, I made it. All right, done with that game.
Now I can move on to the next challenge game, aka the actually hard challenge game. But I'm not exactly feeling great after all the games I've played so far, and I'm starting to realize I'm approaching the hardest parts of this video, 2 a.m. through 7 a.m. Right now may be the last chance I have to actually rest in this challenge. If I wait until later, my body will be so tired that taking a rest will probably just make me pass out. It's risky and will waste time, but I need to go lay down and chill for a bit before it's too late. So I did. I'm back, and I genuinely feel better. Taking that break was a great idea. This challenge should be a breeze now that I have my processing power back, right? Well, according to my history with this game, wrong. 3.5 years ago, I discovered this game, coincidentally with Macho. I first tried it out for a while in between high school classes, you know, because online school was happening, and I could tell that the game wasn't meant to be hard, but it was. The stupid, outdated skateboard didn't work anymore thanks to countless Roblox updates. That made it really difficult to control, jump, anything. And because of that, the fall damage was extreme. Anytime you make a slight drop, boom, 75% of your health is gone. Hell, even if you just jump in place, boom, half of your health is gone. This game is so unpredictable, and because of that, when I first found it, it took me over an hour to beat. But over the past 3 years, I've gotten a little better at Roblox, and thanks to my newly rested mind, I was able to adjust and beat this game in only 30 minutes.
I did it!
Another game completed, boys. I feel like I just slayed an old enemy. In other words, I feel really good. I'm on top of the world, man, feeling the best I have in this whole video. I have a solid lead with a sound mind now that I'm rested. Unfortunately for me, though, my positive mindset would be no match for what is about to occur. What I've been hinting to this whole time, the most difficult wall I face in the whole video. Juke's Towers of Hell. One of, if not the most difficult obby game on Roblox. This is where every single pro obby player on Roblox goes. It is the Roblox obby game, and it also happens to be a rage game. There are no checkpoints. You climb to get to the top of a tower, and if you fall even once, you may have to restart from the very beginning. Also, the people who play this game constantly bully me in my comment section for being bad at obbies, which, to be fair, they are correct, but that just means I want to prove myself here even more. Only problem is this game has hundreds of towers, so I decided that in order to count it as a victory, I need to beat the first boss stage. Not a tower, a citadel. See, normal towers have 10 floors. Citadels have however many floors they want, I guess. The one I'll be attempting, the Citadel of Laptop Splitting, has 17 of them. That is if you don't count the 2 secret stages and a boss fight. Dear Lord, what am I getting into? So, as quickly as possible, I began. And floor 1 was immediately difficult.
Macho, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, man, like actually.
The reason I'm a bit pessimistic here is because I remember attempting this exact Citadel when I was 15. I couldn't make it it past the first floor and gave up. But thankfully, I do have my guide Macho, who completed this before when he was much younger. Unthankfully, he told me that it took him multiple days and the timer from only his winning run was 1.5 hours. But still, I eventually passed my personal record and beat the first floor. The second floor was just as easy and only took me a minute to beat. Floor 3 was quick, just had to do some one-stud jumps, not so bad. And the fourth floor was...
Oh, me, why? Why was that there if it wasn't a thing I could touch?
That was an elevator platform. It had not yet arrived when I tried to jump on it. I'm stupid. Regardless, I made it back to floor 4 and actually...
Oh, I fell. That's awesome.
Fell all the way back to the beginning. I had to reset my character and start over here because I got trapped outside the tower. There's 8 minutes wasted. Surely this problem will not happen again.
I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so f***ing stupid.
It's a bad sign that I'm already feeling a bit irritable when I've hardly spent 10 minutes in this game. Pushing through the stress, I eventually made it back to floor 4 and actually made it this time. And floor 5 wasn't so bad. I just had to ride this elevator around the tower and do some challenges. Should be fine.
I fell.
Well, I landed outside the tower again, so time to restart again. 10 more minutes have been wasted. I'm 20 minutes in with nothing to show for it. And after taking 20 more minutes to recover, I finally beat floor 5 out of 17. And these are the easiest floors. And it's taken me nearly an hour. Anyways, I instantly fell again.
Oh my god, why? My keyboard disconnected.
But eventually I made it past floor 6 and plunged into the basement. It only took me 30 minutes. The basement is scary because every stage has a crazy amount of kill bricks. In the tower, if you fall, you can catch yourself a bit and potentially not have to restart the whole thing. But if you die, it's over. There goes all your progress. That's why kill bricks are scary. And right as I was nearing the end of the first basement floor, I fell.
Fuck, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I died. I have to start all the way over. What's another hour, I suppose?
I just died an hour into this. And if you die, it means you restart from the beginning. 35. Awkward. That guy looks pretty angry. Glad I'm not him. Eventually, I made it back to the basement, only took 20 minutes this time, and beat the first floor. Mainly thanks to the fact that Macho pulled up a guide and figured out that kill bricks don't kill you if you just stand still on them. Wish I knew that 20 minutes ago. Regardless, I beat the next 2 basement stages in only 10 minutes. Now it was time to return to the surface. I passed the spinning yellow kill brick and made it to a part that is apparently scary. The Yellowvator. It's a yellow elevator. I'm calling it that.
Okay, bro, when this comes, you have to get in fast and get behind the wall. It will leave fast, bro.
Thanks for the heads up, coach. After studying its movement for a bit, I readied myself to walk inside the second it arrived. Not a moment later. And apparently that was too soon. Time for another restart. And this time I lost 35 minutes. Great. Thankfully, this whole time I've been honing my skills, so it only took me 15 minutes to make it back. But there's a problem. I'm really stressed. Genuinely stressed. I'm aware that it sounds overdramatic to get this stressed at a stupid Roblox game, but it's 4 a.m. and this is the most punishing Roblox game I have ever played. If I waste too much time in this game, I'll fail the challenge. Maybe giving myself a harsh time limit for already stress-inducing games was a bad idea. At the very least, I did actually get in the Yellowvator this time.
I made it in.
And after getting off, made it to my first safety net in the whole tower. This is where the tower starts to get hard. If you thought any of what you just saw was difficult, sorry, you're wrong. This section onwards is way harder. Therefore, floor 9 took me 10 minutes to beat with a safety net. Floor 10 had a big spinning tower you have to parkour around, which had me stumped for another 10 minutes, and then an outside section, which costed another 10 minutes. Lucky for me, floor 11 was stupidly easy. Now I have officially reached another difficulty spike. Case in point.
Okay, there is a safety net down here at least.
But there goes my last half hour of progress. At least now I'm skilled enough to make it back in only 15 minutes. I beat floor 12 despite being the hardest so far, and eventually managed to beat floor 13. Both of those combined took me 10 minutes. Despite being red and scary, floor 14 was nothing special and I beat it easily. Then I drop down to yellow again for a third time and climb up until I reach the balloon. This balloon sucks. Let me explain. Through watching the walkthrough, Macho and I discovered that this balloon can take you one of two places: the intended route and an unintended skip route. Obviously, the best choice was to take the skip. The only problem is, it's a little riskier. As you can see here, you're gonna wrap around the tower a lot, and you'll barely have enough time to land after the balloon pops. Shout out to experts for this tutorial, by the way, he saved my life. Anyways, this was gonna be hard, but I had faith. I could do this.
I think I can do it. Macho, it's actually Jover. I think I'm stuck. I don't think I can get the balloon out from underneath this. Best I can do is hot pink, and I'm gonna need some wall hops for that. I know, I did the wall hop. Oh my god.
After that, I scraped my way back up to red, and lost even more progress. I'm not doing great on time. In fact, I'm doing horrible on time. I've been stuck on this game for more than 3 hours. But at the very least, I'm getting close. It takes 20 minutes to get back to the balloon, but I make it. This time, not messing up the skip, and reach floor 15 out of 17. I'm so close. I only need to beat 3 more floors. And despite floor 15 being scary, I had to do difficult parkour above the void. I completed it pretty quickly.
Okay.
Floor 16, the second to last floor, coincidentally has the scariest jump I've done in the whole tower. This is a truss flick. They're a pretty advanced technique, but once you understand them, they're not so bad. The only problem is I'm very out of practice, and there is no good place up here to practice. I have to pray I get this right, and I only get 1 attempt. Yeah, this is positioned outside the tower. If I fail here, I fall 12 floors. I lose my last 2 hours of progress. Well, here I go.
Okay, man. Well, there it is. Wow.
That is devastating. This trek back will be long and difficult. It's not like I just have a stroll back. I need my brain and skills at full power to not mess up on any of the stages I've already passed. Otherwise, I'll lose even more progress. So that's making me pretty tense. At this point, it's 5:30 a.m. I've been standing at the edge for hours now, and I worry that even one more bad failure will push me over my limit. I jump down from floor 4 to the elevator and ride it to floor 9. Go through light blue, purple, whatever this color is, hot pink, green, red, drop back down to yellow, then ride the balloon to dark blue and make it back to the truss flick section. That took half an hour, but I'm back. I just can't mess up this time. Come on.
I don't know how to do this.
You may be wondering why I just made the screen black. After I hit the arm of my chair a bit, I proceeded to hit myself. First on the leg, then the head, really hard. For obvious reasons, I don't want to show that. It's something I heavily regret doing at all. And during this segment, I want to emphasize that no matter how upset you are, you should never, ever hit yourself like I did. Please. All right, back to the video. I don't know how to do
trust flicks. I don't know how. I do not know how. I need to practice on something or else I'm just gonna fail that every single time I try it. I hit myself in the face really hard and it hurts.
It's a little bit difficult for me to talk right now. This is the worst I've felt the entire challenge. And now, on top of being tired, I'm in pain. It was stupid, and because of my anger, I hurt myself in a way that will make things even harder for me. If I had just stayed calm, I would be fine. Why couldn't I have just stayed calm? I guess I had to hit my limit eventually. The only thing I can do is just keep on pushing. But before I move on, I want to clarify something. Whenever I do these videos, there are so many of you worried for me in the comments, and I really appreciate that. However, I want to reassure you that even when things seem really bad, like they do now, I promise I'm alright. If at any point in this challenge it became too much for me to handle, I would stop. Do not worry. On that note, after I had that rough moment, I began making stupid mistakes.
Hey, back here, yay. Oh my god, I'm so fucking bad. I don't know if I can beat this. Am I too tired to beat this?
In my notes for this hour, I wrote that I was genuinely shaking during it. After I had that crash out, I started shaking just a little bit. I also wrote that I was on the verge of tears. It's stupid that a Roblox game was making me tweak so hard, but keep in mind, I was sleep deprived. This whole segment for you has only been 10 minutes. For me, it was 5 hours, from 2 to 7 a.m., the sleepiest hours of the night. Plus, this whole hour, I felt guilty. I feel like I'll never be able to finish this. Imagine this challenge as an ocean. Committing to these 24 hours was like being tossed in the water. Up until now, I've been treading, staying afloat, but this past hour, I've finally gotten too tired of treading. I'm letting myself sink. I climb the tower again, I fall again. This time, it's a purposeful fall.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was feeling hopeless, so I wanted to risk it all to try and skip a section of the level. I failed, and now I have to restart my run again. Only difference is, according to the timer, this run has gone on for 3.5 hours. I can't keep playing this game. I'll need to beat it eventually, but that time isn't right now. I can't do this right now. So, I guess I should move on to the next game, Troll Lobby. The original. Yeah, all those other troll lobbies we played were inspired by this one. And after Macho and I hop in, it's more or less the same. Same tricks and everything. Because I'm not feeling great, I just turn off my brain and follow Macho through all the stages. This game certainly isn't as hard as the last one. Oh, also around the time that I fell in the last game and did all that stuff I regret, I put in a DoorDash order for a smoothie. Despite the fact that I really didn't want to get up right now or do much of anything, it just got dropped off. And I wanted to drink it before the ants on my front porch did. I get up from my computer and walk downstairs to drink it. And when I open my front door, I'm approached by a cat. That's fun. I give him a few pets and notice the sun is up again. Always feels weird doing an all-nighter and going from fully bright to fully dark, back to fully bright without sleeping. I sit at my table and drink my smoothie, and it's funny to say this, but it genuinely makes me feel a bit better. I feel like I got some juice put back in my system, and also seeing the daylight while drinking helped me feel better too. Guess I should probably get back to my computer and keep trucking on. Then hey, looks like this game shouldn't actually take long.
the badges only go up to stage 250, bro. That means we can quit after 250. Technically, the win condition to get the win badge is stage 250.
Sweet, that means I only have to do 100 more stages to win this game. I could use a new win under my belt after I failed you-know-what. This shouldn't take long.
This game is really cool, and I'm doing it, and on every single stage right now feels like he's just trying to maximize playtime. Like, it's actually 5 minutes a stage right now, and it's not even fun or trolls. It's just going down a really long path.
Yeah, these stages are dreadfully time-wasting, and I can't afford to have my time wasted right now. There's only 4 hours left in this challenge, but at the very least, I'm almost done. Only 4 more levels. But before I get there, just let me double check.
I'm double checking the badges to make sure I was right. Uh-oh. I forgot to click see more, bro. The last badge is stage 404, bro.
Oh no. Apparently, I'm more tired than I realized because when I checked the badges earlier, I forgot to click the see more button. I thought I was almost finished with this game. Turns out, I was halfway done.
This is gonna take the whole day. Genuinely. Oh my god, what do we do? This is actually, we're gonna lose the challenge.
I was pretty clearly upset by this news. But instead of raging, or getting upset, or letting myself sink even deeper, I realize that I have no choice but to keep pushing. I choose to switch the game again. Maybe if I beat the other games at record pace, I can come back to the tower game and troll Obby and beat them too. But if that's my plan, then I have no time to waste. Next game. Ow Oni Obby. This may seem like a weird random pick, but it was actually made by Macho himself. That's why I chose it for this video. And boy, does this man know how to make a rage game.
There was another Aoni. He popped up from the ground before I got to the checkpoint. This Obby sucks.
Yeah, these freakies purples things are Ow Onis. At least that's what I call them. I have no clue what they actually are, and Macho made them very rage-inducing to get past.
Well, he was already through me. The hitbox sucks.
Regardless, after about 20 minutes and some coaching, I managed to beat Ow Oni Obby. For the first time in hours, I'm making good pace. And I can't stop now. Next game. Troll Obby. Again. Except this time, it's a random knockoff game. Which looked, interesting.
Wow, this is a really unique vibe, I'll say.
But overall, it seemed pretty easy. Also, it helped that I was a bit of a rascal and glitched a few stages too.
So you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna win, bro. I'm gonna get to the end.
After only 12 minutes, we beat the game. There's another off the checklist. Can I actually still win the challenge? No time to think about it. Next game. Push the ball out of the box. Very simple in concept, not so simple in execution.
Oh, we did it. Dude, we're on a roll. Congrats, you pushed it off. All right, well, how do I get the badge? The badge is winner. There's more to the game than pushing the ball out of the box?
Yeah, apparently after you push the ball out, 3 different challenging obbies spawn. These obbies are ridiculously hard and ridiculously rage-inducing. They're way harder than any jump in that tower from earlier. But luckily for us, only one person in the server needs to beat them. There is literally no way that I could ever beat these levels. But Macho, on the other hand, happens to be very good.
Oh my god, bro. I'm so glad we have this man on our team. Holy crap, bro. I'm Macho, I'm honored to have you as my coach, man.
Time for stage 2.
Oh, Macho did it. Macho, I wouldn't have rather had anyone else along for these 24 hours.
The third stage was unfortunately much harder. However, after only about 15 minutes, Macho once again managed to beat it.
Did you do it, Macho? Macho got it. Macho team carry.
Now we just have to push the ball out of the box again, and a puzzle? Oh, it's just a math problem. I can do that in my head.
And then plus 75. So it's 367. It says round down though. I don't know what I'd round down to.
Oh, another level conquered. Time for the final one. Dodgeball. As in, you have to dodge these balls and make it to the end of the course. There's 3 levels of this, and every time someone reaches the end, more balls begin spawning.
No way, Macho. No way, Macho. No way, Macho. Difficulty increased. 2 more to go. Oh, no.
This wasn't so hard at first, but balls were spawning so frequently on stage 2 that it was becoming near impossible to dodge them all. To make it to the end, one of us needed to get really lucky.
Yes! I got it! Alright, last difficulty, boys.
But this last difficulty was near impossible. There were too many balls to walk anywhere, man. The whole platform was flooded. There was no way I could wait. I'm actually getting pretty far.
Golden thread! I did it! I did it! Winner! We won!
Dang, man, I just beat all 3 of those games in the same hour. I know I'm behind, but if I somehow keep up this pace, I'll win. I think I finally managed to change my mindset. I'm not raging at these games anymore. I'm just having fun and getting them done. In the past few hours, I've come a long way from how I was during the tower. But at the same time, none of these games I just beat were close to being as hard as the tower. This next game was Math difficulty chart obby. Okay, hear me out. This game has 100 stages I need to complete, and 10 bonus stages, but those are just bonuses, so I'm not doing them. At first, the math is easy. I only have to answer questions like
greater than 1 and less than 10. 8. 5 minus 4, 1. Dude, I'm so good at this.
Unfortunately for me though, later in the game, the math gets, a lot harder. But what if I told you that the crazy difficult math problems aren't even the most difficult part of this game? Every 10 stages you complete, you go up a level in obby difficulty.
I'm on green.
Then I moved on to yellow, then orange, then red, then pink, and honestly, these were all really easy for me. After that tower game, anything would seem easy, to be honest. But slowly, something strange started to happen. The purple level that came next wasn't too difficult, but it was more difficult than the previous ones. The obby was getting harder and harder as I progressed, and it only really hit me on the next level, blue.
Oh my god, this obby's like legit hard, bro.
But still, I managed to pass it pretty easily. Next level, cyan. Only 2 more sections. And on top of the math questions looking like this now,
which is equivalent to 16 power of negative 16 times 16 to the power of negative 8.
The obby started looking like this.
Dude, this is fucking hard. This obby gets hard, bro. Fuck me, dude. This is hard.
Regardless, with my skills hardened from the tower, I managed to beat it pretty quickly. And to be honest, I just let myself get carried for the math. My smart friend Zoom, who's in college, joined the call. So he just told me the answers to everything. Time for the final 10 stages, which are way harder than anything I've seen in this challenge. It's worth mentioning that by now, Macho had completely quit this game. He could probably nail the obby parts, but math was, not his strong suit. So on top of this section being incredibly difficult, my coach, the man who guided me throughout the entire video, the guy who always waited for me and picked me up while I was down, my friend couldn't join me, couldn't help me. I was fully on my own. I guess this is my final test.
I don't know why I didn't expect math difficulty chart obby to actually be a difficult obby.
I really wish I was Macho right now. Ooh, I don't like going wraparounds from that angle. Though, worm my way through these little wormy spaces right now. Okay. Move me. Yeah. There we go.
Here we are, the final stage of the final level. It took me longer than an hour to get here, but I'm so close to being done. There was just one problem. This is the hardest stage by far. And after half an hour of attempts on this one stage, things weren't looking great. But despite that,
oh man, I bumped a wall.
I was keeping high spirits. This stage was more difficult than anything I played in the tower from earlier, but despite that, every time I failed, I calmed my breathing.
It's okay.
Earlier in the tower, after I had that one nasty fail, I just kept mindlessly rushing back up. My brain kinda went into autopilot mode because I had seen and completed all those floors so many times. Fortunately, that mindset just made me become worse and worse every single time I went up. Right now, I remember that feeling. I remember what happened when I did that. So even though I've attempted this same stage more than 20 times, I make sure to stay focused. It's tempting to slip into autopilot, but after each death, I take deep breaths and keep my brain active. I do every section like I'm doing it for the first time. I'm careful, I'm slow, and eventually,
last jump. Is that really doable? I think this is it, bro. This is the end. Oh, okay.
I'm on the last math question. Jesus Christ. But if I fail this question, I'll need to start the stage all over. I only have 1 hour left in the challenge. There's no time for that. So I submit the question to ChatGPT and wait for its response.
7 is what Gemini says.
But something is off. The question is asking for a perfect square. I don't think 7 is a perfect square.
What's a perfect square?
I looked it up and found a list of numbers that are actually perfect squares. I was right. And because ChatGPT apparently would be no help to me here, I had to do the problem myself.
I did it! Yes! And I actually solved that one myself! I didn't even cheat! Okay, wait, next game, quick. I only have an hour left. Hold on, quick, next game.
Uh-oh, 1 hour left. Is there any way I can beat the rest of these? I start with the secret trap obby, aka my own obby that I made for this video, and because I know all the tricks, I managed to beat it in only 20 minutes.
I won the obby. I did it. Oh my god. I did it.
Okay, you beat it award. I got the badge. Oh my god.
I have 40 minutes left. What game should I go for next? Do I go back to Troll Obby? No, that one's too easy. I should save the easiest for last when I have the least energy left. Then that leaves... Oh no. It's the only game left that I have experience in. The Citadel of laptop splitting. Speedruns of this thing sometimes take even less than 25 minutes. With my experience, there's a real chance I can finish this before the challenge ends. I've changed since I played this last. Will my new mentality be enough to boost me past the finish line? Guess there's only one way to find out. This game destroyed me. Time to destroy it back.
I got a little bit of time loss.
But it could be worse.
I fell back down to yellow. No, okay, hold on.
6 hours ago, this would have killed me. But now,
I can still do this. I can still do this.
another fall. I'm so close to running out of time that I can't afford any falls. This is bad, really bad. I don't think I can do this. But instead of getting upset or getting mad at myself, I just take a deep breath and keep going. I'm staying calm, and because of that, I'm performing better than I ever have before. 6 hours ago, this wouldn't have been possible. I could have never made it up the tower quickly enough. I would have never stayed this calm. I might have gotten angry. I might have punched myself again, but I didn't. Even though it's easy to, I didn't. I'm not letting myself sink back to that level. Throughout this whole challenge, at nearly every point, I just wanted to be done. I wanted to win, or I wanted to quit. I just wanted to be out. I sank, I thrashed around, I hurt myself. Even after all that, I was still in the water. Poor choices made in temporary anger can be permanent. I'm thankful mine wasn't. But regardless, my face is still gonna be real sore for the next couple of days. And what did that do for me? Nothing! I still had to continue this video. The reason I changed my mindset isn't because I wanted to, it's because I had to. If I'm gonna be in this water no matter what, I have to swim. I can't keep sinking. So I did. There were times where I was tempted to give in again, but after swimming for a bit, you start to get better at it. And now I feel like I'm a super buff Olympic swimmer guy who could do anything and win. All right, I should probably stop the swimming metaphor now. I feel good, and I'm doing good. I'm proud of myself for choosing to improve, because look how far it's brought me.
I made it all the way back up to red, bro. Nice.
Unfortunately for me though, I'm out of time.
24 hours up. Time for the results.
Out of 24 total games, I beat 20. I lost the challenge. But what's more important is that I'm good. I'm not upset anymore. I'm fine. You can't win every challenge, I guess. But I'm glad I made it so far anyways.
I am going to go to sleep now.